Jennifer Gumbel, the death lawyer and creator behind An Organized Afterlife. This is my long-suffering husband, Axel, who I've roped into something that I'm making him do. We're going to do Death Deck together.
It's supposed to be fun.
It will be fun. All right. So I got the idea for this. We did some videos when we were doing a no sugar challenge week. And, we posted on Facebook for our friends and family to watch. And when we were done with that, you said that we should do this again with something else. And of course,
was it you?
Well, what did I say we should do this on?
With this?
Yeah, with death stuff. So, but I didn't really know how to do that. And then I saw this awesome product, Death Deck. It's just a card game, a little bit like Cards Against Humanity. You just sit around a table and pull cards and have that kind of spur conversation. Some of them are kind of dark, some are deep, some are funny.
After all, there's a skull on the box.
Yeah. Hi, but it's cheerful. It's cheerful skull. So I reached out to the makers of it, and now we're doing a video. So, all right. Now.
So what do we do?
Okay. So some of these cards are multiple choice.
Okay.
Some of these cards are just kind of more like free, just ask a question. And I grabbed all the ones that asked a question because I thought that would work better for video. And I've read these, but I don't know which one you're going to pick. Like, I shuffled them.
Okay.
Okay.
But I have not read them.
You've not read them.
Great.
So not only did I rope him into talking about death on camera, I have a head start. Okay, so pull the card.
And read it out?
Read it out. Yep.
Heaven, hell, or somewhere in between.
Ooh!
What does your afterlife look like?
Do you want me to start on these?
Yeah, please start.
Okay. Okay, so I'd say we're religious.
Yeah?
I'm kind of particularly religious out of the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair to say? Okay. So we're Lutheran. We're Protestant. So I believe in an afterlife. I believe that there is that the afterlife looks a certain way. I'm a little bit more ambivalent of some of the specifics, I guess. What's a good way to say this? I think our society, because our society, in the U.S. has a lot of Christian underpinnings, but I think what our society in the U.S. has laid out as what the afterlife would look like isn't necessarily anything you find in the Bible. I think the Bible's a little bit more open-ended on some stuff. So I think there's an afterlife. I think I'm excited for it. I'm excited for, like, there's supposed to be a table with all your favorite food. I'm in for that. Very much in for that. I'm curious about whether we're gonna see our loved ones or not. That's kind of like a gray area that we don't really. No one's I've ever told me that there's definitive proof in the Bible about that. So I'm kind of curious about that, and that's kind of one of those like brain twister theological questions. Yeah, that's what I think it's gonna be like.
My answer is short. I've never really thought about it.
See, he's my perfect straight man.
And my only expectation and hope is that I will like it better and not miss my current life.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well,
but I don't know where I'll be or what I'll be.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I'll be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just the expectation that I will be happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like the question of like, okay, so let's say we both kick it, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say like at some point we're gonna both kick it. Let's place those odds. Those are very good odds in Vegas. At some point, we don't know when. We don't know if it's the same time or one person goes first, but like it's not very like there's kind of a big scriptural controversy of whether or not marriage is a thing in heaven. I would like to still be married to you. I want to be stuck with you.
It does say till death does us
Right,
part.
right. So, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Moving on. My turn.
Well,
I think I should draw them all.
okay. How do you want to do this? Should we do two cards?
Sure.
Okay, we'll do 2 cards.
Okay.
So we'll do one more.
DIY. If you could plan your own celebration of life party, where would it take place and what would be the theme?
Oh my god, I have so many thoughts on this. I have mine perfectly planned out. Of course, I'm a planner.
This would be in place of a funeral?
Potentially. What would you want your like whatever it would be?
It would be a happy celebration, and it would celebrate me as a person, to celebrate my legacy, what I enjoy doing in life, which is volunteering, helping the community.
I should have had a notebook so I could like write this down. That's okay. It's gonna be on YouTube forever.
I don't know. I've always enjoyed being active in the community, so maybe it would be in the community center.
Yeah.
And people hopefully would talk about my contributions to the community, and I would probably have written something that will be read at the celebration, sort of like my last word.
Like if you knew that, like if you were diagnosed with something and you knew
That I
ahead
didn't
of
have much time left, I would write something with the
Okay.
purpose of it being read at some celebration. And it would talk about what I enjoyed in life and what I hope people will take from it, and maybe take a piece of it and do their own thing with it, do a final inspiration.
So, kids, we have 4 kids who are watching movies now. To keep quiet. But kids, if you're watching on YouTube later, some years down the road, write this down. Okay, so mine, I definitely want a religious service. Like I would want to be in the church. I want it. I'm religious because I really like the gospel and Lutheran theology surrounding the gospel, and so I would really want that to take center stage. I also am very opinionated on the songs I want to have played, which include a couple YouTube songs. So the kids need to form a garage band to be able to accomplish this, I think. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more.
Whoa, wait a second. He likes these.
Kind of fun.
Guys, he likes these. Hey, Mikey, he likes it.
On the rack. If your spouse died, which article of
this is
his
a good one.
or her clothing would you keep, and which one would you be glad never to see again?
I'm so interested.
I'll repeat it. If your spouse died, which article of his or her clothing would you keep, and which one would you be glad never to see again? Huh.
Do you want me to go first?
I've never been one to...
Look how much he's jumping on this. See?
No, I'm not.
Get this.
I'm not jumping
Get
on
this.
it.
Get
I'm
the cards.
I'm just realizing that I've never been much... It's not that I don't care what you wear,
Oh, okay.
but at the same time, I'm not drawn to anything in particular, nor is there
Yeah.
anything where I would say,
No, you don't have that personality.
no.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I like the idea, though, of, how people these days do, they gather all the clothing and they make, pillows out of it,
Yeah.
blankets.
Yep.
That I like.
Yeah.
This shirt.
Right. Go wild. Yay. We're
So
in Minnesota,
that's something I would
so
consider
100%.
just overall, but I'm not
I was.
tied to anything.
Is there anything that you would never want to see again, or be so glad that could be chucked out of the house that you would shed no tear that this was leaving the house?
No, because stuff like that is already so insignificant.
Yeah.
If you like something, then I don't have
Yeah.
anything that I don't like.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's just not worth stewing about.
Right. Okay. So when I saw this, because I did see these first. I thought about things like that. I'd probably keep a polo shirt around because you wear a lot of polo shirts. I was trying to think of things that I would like be like so happy to see leave the house, and like I couldn't think of anything in particular, except for just like, oh, you know, when something gets so ratty. But the rattiest thing that I can think of that you have is your big thick sweatshirt. You know, like your I don't know, it's got like fleece on the inside. It's really ratty.
Mm-hmm. It's comfy.
That would be mine forever. I would take that to a nursing home. Like, yeah. So I can't think of anything to get rid of.
I was about to throw it away, actually.
Don't. Don't.
All right.
Okay, so that's enough for this video. We're going to do a couple more videos to do a couple more cards. And look, it's amazing how quickly you jumped on into this.
I wouldn't say I jumped on. It's.
I think you're a little skeptical.
I'm a journalist. I need to know what's under the next card.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And you can get Death Deck. Amazon has them. You can find them online. It was created by two individuals. One who works in the death industry. Industry is a bad word.
What's the death industry?
I know that's a bad euphemism, but I think they work in hospice or something like that. And then the other co-creator lost her husband and kind of wished that there were more conversations around this kind of stuff. As I said, I'm a death lawyer, and I wish more people talked about wills and knew what they were and knew what they could and couldn't do, knew the kinds of things they should do. So I nerd out about that at An Organized Afterlife, both on a website and the podcast, which you can find online and on Apple iTunes. So yeah, so thanks for stopping by, and we'll have some more videos so you can check those out.
See you later.
Bye.